What is going on, everybody? Jumbo Thick here. We are back with our Alien RPG. I am, of course, your DM, your game mother for the night, Jumbo Thick. This is our Echoes of Titans campaign. We're joined by the full cast and crew. Everyone's here. Corporal Graves has made his lovely appearance just in time for something bad to happen to him. I've got that all lined up right ahead. Since we've got an action-packed session ahead of us, if I do say so myself, let's skip right into last we left off. Last we left off, our crew have made their way into the vault set off black. You decided to split yourselves to tackle the separate wings of Set of Black in order to shut down the imminent threat of Obraza, the rogue AI that may have been the catalyst through kind of things you've picked up throughout this time in here and previously for the UPP collapse on EOS. Fun fact. Both the engineering and R&D wing of the facility contain the core and the backup for Obraza. You were given instructions by the somewhat unnerving and synthetic hybrid of Dr. Valkova on how to perform the shutdown process and the necessary steps in which to do so. Corporal Graves and Dr. Bering decided to tackle the engineering wing, coming across evidence of UPP collapse and the AI behaving erratically, as well as coming across an active Marine presence that was attempting to return power to the generator outside of the Obraza core. Several colonists were being held hostage within the generator room, including Victor Delgado and Lila Ramirez, both respected people that you've known for this entirety of this campaign thus far, and they were being forced to get the generator running under duress. Utilizing scavenged Marine gear, bypassing a sentry gun, and recovering a power loader, the two assaulted the Marine fire team. Ultimately, Graves suffered some minor injuries. You are minus three health, Graves. And Dr. Bering was able to, after the dust was settled, you were unable to slay one Marine. However, he's classed in the compression, I don't know what the fuck you call them, clamps of the power loader, but Graves just couldn't finish him off. He just had too much empathy for him. But there were more fire teams being called to your location as they put out a distress call. Dr. Bering was able to reprogram the sentry gun that was guarding the main entrance, and ultimately has been keeping any fire teams that were moving in on you at bay for now. We'll see how this goes. As that happened, you then had what could only be described as several corrupted synthetics. One of them dropping down from the ceiling, such a height that a normal human would have just shattered on impact. Seemed to be unfazed. Had a strange look on its face and spoke without its mouth moving. And then another synthetic pulled itself out of the generator housing, kind of like an access hatch, next to Delgado and Ramirez, and it had a strange rictus grin on its face as it basically announced that Delgado was to continue getting the generator running while they dealt with the incoming threats of Dr. Bering and Corporal Graves. So that's where we left engineering. On the other side, in R&D, we have Captain Dawson, Marshall Sweetman, and Dr. Salvatore that ventured into a much more alien landscape as the black resin has taken on almost a white kind of proto-hive-like appearance in R&D. You navigated very strange gestating polyps, laboratory facilities with information on research and the mental state of Professor Zukov, the lead scientist in Sedov, and of course, new and interesting creatures. One of them nicknamed Cuddles. Through a stroke of luck, you did recover some very nice experimental acid-resistant armor, along with some weapons, a weapons cache, some highly volatile biological weapons, I might add, including a form of napalm known as QTC, a nerve gas, and some type of toxin tailored against the abominations loose in the nearby facility. After coming across some wayward Marines, tricking them, and killing them in a very horrific manner, you made it into the central chamber where Obraza was interfaced with, witnessing its majesty and cathedral-like horror, which then led you into the cold storage unit, where the prime backup for Obraza is located, only to find not just machinery, but like a living lattice that is making up this core. And it apparently had a guard, a very heavily changed and monstrous Victor Hale, whose right arm has become fused or one with the stolen grenade launcher. And as he rose from a kneeling, almost prayer-like position, he turned on the rest of you, and we were going to enter into some interesting things. So, with that in mind, I'm going to roll for this real quick. 17. Okay. This is separate. 18 and 17. I am going to need... we're going to start in engineering. So Corporal Graves, Dr. Baring, roll me initiative, and I will kind of give you guys kind of a layout of the current catastrophe opening up.
God damn it. I got a 17.
17 for Dr. Baring. How did you do, Graves?
12.
12 for Graves. Alright, let's see how this goes. Alright, with that in mind, let me pull this up real quick, because I had the other stuff pulled open instead of the stuff I needed. Alright, here we are. My corrupted synthetics. All right. So, kind of got we had like a very detailed cinematic scene for Graves and Baring when this all started. Do you want me to redo that since you weren't here, Graves, or do you want to just
do it, bro?
Yeah,
you
yeah.
do it. Okay. With that in mind. Find that real quick. Okay. So you're still in your loader. Quick recap of the fight. You ran in with power loader, melee man. You crushed and immediately slew a Marine pretty much with the loader. There was a sniper in the rafters. There are catwalks. This room is massive. The main generator at its kind of like the back where you guys were doing most of your fighting. The Marines had held several colonists hostage. They were kind of like zip tied, hands behind their back, kneeling down. And then you had a Marine watching them and Victor and Lila at the same time. That man took a hostage. He took one of the, as Dr. Baring, the expendable hostages, as he put them, and used him as kind of like a human shield, forcing you to kind of do some maneuvering around that. In addition, there were 4 men in this Marine fire team. One was a sniper, and you had three riflemen. You killed one rifleman immediately. Dr. Baring set about trying to pick off the remaining riflemen on the ground. Eventually, you were successful. It took a few rounds of maneuvering and checking. Graves, you ended up ripping out the catwalk from underneath the sniper to get him out of his perch, because he was just up there putting shells into you. He was laid low, ultimately ended in Graves crushing him. I believe Dr. Baring burned him alive. Yes, he did. It was quite horrific. With a with a flamethrower. It was pretty bad, actually. And then you pushed your way towards the man taking the hostage. Crack shot from Dr. Bering. He didn't do any damage to him, but with a stunt, he was able to force him away from the hostage, which gave an opening for Graves to close in with the power loader and dismantle him. Unfortunately, you didn't quite kill him. He was still like you just didn't have it in you to just crush his head like you did everyone else. And that's kind of where you guys kind of like left it. So Graves, you would have been next to the hostages, and like Ramirez and Delgado were close by. Bering had ran back to where you came in to reprogram the sentry gun, and it in fact opened up on a Marine fire team that were closing in on you when he began to kind of back away. As you were regrouping, that's when this scene happened. Everything kind of like gets quiet after the bursts of the sentry gun because the Marines fall back. And that's when you begin to hear a soft, deliberate clang that echoes somewhere it shouldn't. Too measured, too intentional to be debris. Delgado kind of like straightens and he begins to whisper, "No, I was trying to tell them something was watching us." And that's when the first corrupted synthetic reveals itself. It drops from the underside of a catwalk the sniper once occupied. Landing in the crouch that cracks the deck plating beneath its feet, the impact should cripple a human. It doesn't even slow this thing down. Its chassis is industrial grade, heavier than standard civilian synths. Once maintenance personnel, now repurposed. Its outer skin has been partially stripped away, either torn loose or deliberately removed, exposing pale synth flesh fused with black resin veining that pulses faintly, like veins responding to a heartbeat it doesn't possess. The face is the worst part. The synth's features are locked in a frozen approximation of concern. Lips parted as if mid-sentence. One eye intact, milky and unfocused. The other has been replaced entirely by a cluster of resin growths that twitch and flex, responding to sound and vibrations. Its jaw clicks twice, mechanically before it speaks, not to you, but to Delgado. Repair directive active. Failure state unacceptable. Human technician, comply. Before any of you can react, a second corrupted synth emerges from the generator itself. A maintenance hatch on the turbine housing peels open, warped metal screaming as something forces its way out. The synth has been folded into the machinery, limbs bent at impossible angles. It unfolds now with like a wet, grinding sound. This one is leaner, its synth flesh torn and stretched where it was threaded through cable runs and coolant lines. Power conduits have been grafted directly into its spine, trailing behind it like a mockery of tendons. One arm ends not in a hand, but a fused mass of tools, cutters, manipulators, and servo clamps crusted with resin and dried lubricant. Its head tilts sharply as it locks onto the two of you. Unlike the first one, this one begins to show emotions, or something close to it. Its mouth curls into a broken smile, its teeth still stained with oil and blood, synthetic fluids indistinguishable where they mix. External threats detected. It croons softly. Protection of asset, generator. Protection of asset, Delgado. The two synths move in coordination, beginning to flank the two of you, without ever making eye contact or any noise or calculation happening. And as they begin to move, the one that had the smile says, "You will finish the repair. This facility must live. You," as he looks towards you two, "are expendable." And that's what we're kicking this off. So our synths, hold please while I pull up the stat block that I pulled up a minute ago. I've got to work my way back to it. And there we are. Okay. We got synths. Ooh, all right. Get ready for this. It's going to be awesome. So halved. Okay. I gotta pull up my thing real quick just to make sure I got this all in order. Okay. First in initiative is going to be Corporal Graves. There is the synth that ripped its way out of the generator housing. It would be within short range of you. The other one would be within medium range. So if you want to close in on somebody, let me pull up my little sheet real quick.
And they just flank both sides of us, right? Or
Yes. So the one in short range is kind of moving, is kind of like trying to move around you, and you're having a hard time tracking them in your suit. It's fast.
Mhm.
And you're not sure what it's capable of yet. But you're first to act in this.
I'm gonna try to pinch him.
Move in.
Yep.
Clamps.
Clamps.
All right. So your quick action will be to close in. Action will be to attack. Close combat gets a +3 when you're in this. You also have an additional 3 armor, just so you know.
Oh, nice.
Okay.
It says base damage rating is 3. Is that right?
Yes, its base
Okay.
damage rating is 3. It's
Okay.
heavy machinery.
Heavy. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna try to hurt him.
See what you got.
Let's see here.
Don't think it has anything. I need to just double check. I don't think it has any reactions.
Sorry. Ooh, I had 5 successes, but I got a face hugger. I roll panic.
Make your panic roll.
I rolled a 3, which is a +3, which gives me a 6.
Yes. So
Yeah.
you are keeping it together, Graves. Okay. So how many successes did you have? 3?
5.
5?
Yeah. And a face hugger, well, I had a bunch of face huggers, but
Yeah. So I'm gonna assume you want to just try to put it all on the damage.
clamp
Is that what we're doing?
yeah,
Okay.
I can.
So you move in and you take in you just kind of close in on the creature, showing your prowess that you have with heavy machinery, and perhaps Graves has spent some time in these loaders in the past, probably on Colony, moving things around, doing stuff. You got a lot of experience.
I'm pretty good at heavy machinery now.
You are able to move quite deftly, in fact. So that's going to be seven points of damage coming in. Let me roll its armor. All right. Okay. Does block 2, but it takes 5, which would have just outright killed a normal man by all means. But you move in and you go to clamp the creature, and you kind of like snip onto an arm, and it tears away muscle and viscera, just still clinging to the clamps as it pulls away. It looks damaged. That's going to be it for Corporal Graves. Brings us to the synths. The one that you attacked, Graves. Let's find out what it's going to do. Gonna roll a... All right. Gotta see. Well, first off, I gotta see what combat profile the synths enter into. That is... they can't be in that one. I gotta roll again. Okay. The one that you attacked goes into the its eye. It's both of its eyes kind of like roll back. This is the one that had the creepy smile. Its eyes kind of roll back, and its head tilts and like staggers for a moment, and it backs. It takes a like. It's still engaged with you, but it's almost like it's not moving in on an attack. And what it's doing is what you're about to find out, because the next one, yeah, that's what I thought. Uses its slow action to move directly into engagement with you, flanking behind you, and it goes into the kill logic cascade.
This is the other robot?
Yes, the other one closes in on you.
Okay.
They're both going now. This one moves in behind you where you can't see. And it is going, unfortunately, there's no one else in melee with you. Well, let's find out if there is anyone in melee with you, Graves. You're gonna make a luck roll. You're gonna roll me a d6.
Okay.
On a, let's call it a. We're gonna split this. On a 5-6, there is nobody else around you.
Okay.
On a 2, 3, 4, one of the bound colonists are nearby. And on a 1, something else will happen.
Oh boy.
So roll me a d6. Let's see what you got.
Maybe 2.
2. Okay. So one of those other colonists are nearby. As the thing comes in behind you, one of the colonists who you were like beginning to kind of like you were almost about to get out of the loader to kind of like unsnip them, is kind of like shocked and is just kind of standing there when this creature runs up and it's going to deliver its resin-sheathed fist. Going to fist him. There's a lot of dice I got to roll.
It's
Okay.
necessary for the colonists.
Okay. He is... It runs up as it's moving towards you. It pulls a fist and it punches clean through his chest. It just goes straight through, almost like a piston. Just goes and just burst out the back. Blood and viscera cascading all over the other colonists, who scream and are panicking because I just rolled for them, and they're losing their shit. And all of them are beginning to freak out and scatter. As he pulls his fist back, it turns to you. And it clinks off of the armor plating. Doesn't connect. With 11 dice, not a single 6.
Damn.
It fucking plinks off the back of it, and the actual rig you're in actually like moves slightly despite its tremendous weight. It had +1 to that dice because the other one gave it to it. So, all right, that's it for them. That brings me to Dr. Barrett.
All right. So Graves is engaged with one. Or he's engaged with both
now. Both of them now.
So convenient that both are. He's
the
gathering them both.
colonists-
So I can hose them all down with fire.
If you're gonna hose people with fire, where everyone's clustered right now, you're gonna hit Graves.
Oh, I'm
and
not
probably
gonna
some
hose-
colonists.
No, Graves
Okay,
line of
all
fire.
right, all right.
Yeah. What I would like to do, though,
Yes.
I really hope I understood just how this campaign has been playing the last several sessions. That I'm not about to do a disastrous move. I'd like to run over to the generator, where that thing crawled out of.
Okay.
I've got a blast charge in my bag that's really just weighing me down. That I'd like
All
to.
right.
Do
Hell
something
yeah.
with. Yeah, that's
Okay,
right.
you move over to the generator.
With purpose.
That'll be your quick action to move over there. Delgado's kind of he's kind of shocked standing next to you. Kind of looks over.
Give him a little kick in the ass. Get out of here.
You're kind of like you're taking it out of your bag, and he goes. Ramirez will pull rank on him because she can do this outside of combat. Well, I'll slot her into the initiative order real quick, and she can do this. Let's see how it goes. She does have stress. She gets a success on her stress die, and she's like, "Victor, snap out of it! Help him!"
Yeah.
If you'd like to place this is going to be considered a heavy machinery roll.
Okay.
Delgado's going to give you a +1 to this because he's going to attempt to help you.
Do I need more than one success? Do I have to stunt this, or is it really just a success is gonna?
Whatever you feel is right. I will say this, like, it's going to be your whole action to kind of like put this in there. Delgado's going to help you. He's helping you. He's aiding you with this, making sure it's placed properly.
What I'm
fuck
asking is, a story point gonna succeed, or do I need to actually push for successes here? I don't want it to fall out. All right, I'm gonna fuck. All right, what is the help that
he's helping you?
Delgado's gonna give me? What is the help he's giving me though? Just dice, or
you're getting +1 dice to this.
All right, okay.
Well, you know what? Hold on. Let me look at his stats real quick, because he actually gets bonuses to a few other things.
Not a lot of dice for me.
Well, let me look at his talents real quick. Once he gets veteran instincts, once per session, he can tell where something is structurally unsound.
No, that sounds
okay.
useful.
So he will give you. I'll give you +2 dice then, and he will kind of like bring you over to a point where
5.
This charge would do the most damage and possibly completely incapacitate this.
I got 2 successes. I'm just trying to think if I should push it.
If you roll some stress, I'm just gonna tell you now, with this being an explosive device, if you freak out, something bad might happen.
I better not. I know what'll happen. I think we all know what's gonna happen. It'll still go off, but I'll be part of it. No, I'm hoping 2 successes will allow me to successfully plant the charge.
Yes. Delgado moves over with you, and he's more. Probably, I mean, you're familiar with this. You've worked in mines and things like that for the majority of your career.
Many
a lot
years.
Of rock stuff. Now, you're not usually the demolition guy, but you've at least been around the equipment before. Now, Delgado has the know-how on kind of like mechanics and things like that. And he can help you with this easily enough. He moves over. Between the two of you, you're able to set this charge up. And this was a blasting charge, correct? One of the mining charges?
Yep.
This thing's set up on a timer. So you don't have the ability to just remotely set it off. You have to set a time.
What's the minimum amount of time you can set?
You could put it for 1 second if you want.
No,
like, it's up to you. Whatever you want. With 2 successes, you could program it however you see fit.
Would I know how big the radius of the blast would be? The reason I'm asking this, would I know whether or not Graves and these innocent civilians are within range of like debris flying? How about a minute? How about 1 minute? That should be plenty to get out of there. 1 minute
to try to get everybody corralled out of there? Sure. We can do that. A minute. You begin to set it in. You set the clock down for a minute. Awesome. You're standing next to it for now, but you're gonna, next turn you'll be able to kind of like get the fuck out of here.
Can I shout or no?
Yeah. You have a free action if you want to say anything.
Shout to Graves that it's hot. Let's go.
It's hot.
4 words. That should be pretty easy to be able to figure it out.
No problemo with that. That's Dr. Berry's turn. The synthetics get a second turn because they are fast. So Graves, let's roll. Let's see what our Smiler is going to do. His protocol. I think that's the one that I can't do because you guys saw the ambush. Yeah. So that is... Okay. Okay. Yeah, it's just a directive kicks in. He shifts to prioritize, and he will use his quick action to jump away from you, Graves. You do get an opportunity to try to stop him from doing so, or hit him, I should say.
I do? Okay.
Yes. Free attack because he's not disengaging.
He's not disengaging. Okay.
No, he's just leaving your sphere of influence.
All right, then I will try to hit him. Oh god damn! That's 6 successes, and no face huggers.
6 successes. I'm gonna assume you want to put it all into damage here.
Yes. Yes.
Okay. When you make an attack like this, it's gonna count as your. I think it counts as your action, your slow action for your turn.
Okay.
I think so. I'll double check the rules in a minute, but I think that's right. Okay. But it moves and you tries to move away, and as it does, you bring the clamps down and just smack it as hard as you can. I gotta roll for armor. Yep. See how we do. So how much? You had 6 successes.
6 successes, so that'd be
That's
8 damage.
8 damage. Dear Lord. Blocks 2.
I'm rolling like 18 dice or something like that.
Takes 5. Let me see how much he has left. Okay, I need to roll a dice now. Because it's a synth. Ignores the first point of damage. Just because of the hive resin, ignores it. So he's still good. Doesn't have to make a test yet. Barely up, but quick action leaps away from you and leaps over to Dr. Bering and Delgado. And as his action, he's going to grab Delgado and in a disjointed, corrupted facsimile of speech, he says, prioritize, technician. And he grabs him and holds him easily with one arm. And that's where he's going to land. Now we go for the other synthetic. He's going to go for... the suppression override. Okay. He grabs, so he reaches down Graves. He like at the man that he just killed, grabs the body with the kind of like tool-like hand, lifts it like it weighs nothing, and he's going to throw it at Dr. Bering as hard as he can. Let's see how this goes. Range combat is not as good. Let's see how this goes. These are more like melee-oriented synths, but it's still capable of doing a little something.
Come on, a body's not very aerodynamic, man. I mean, it's gonna start to tumble.
Normally it wouldn't be, but this thing throws it with such force that it is going to hit you. And
I can take it.
Yeah, you can take it. You'll be fine. It's going to hit you, and it's going to use the stunt to knock you down. So you're pushed off your feet. You take 2 damage. You can roll your armor for this.
Oh yeah. So that's basically I roll 3 dice.
No, you have
And
7.
then
Six. You have 6. You have 6 armor. So roll 6,
okay.
and then if
So
you get
6, and if I roll a 6, I can subtract a point of damage.
yes. So any 6 gives you -1 damage.
Oh shit! I got 2 points. I mean, I got 2 successes.
2 successes.
that's
So
great.
you,
Yeah.
you take no damage, but you're knocked clean off your feet, and you kind of hit the ground. This body's on top of you, and you're kind of like struggling underneath it. So it's gonna take like an action to like push the body off of you and then get up. You get the idea that the creature's not trying to hurt you, but maybe do something else. All right. That brings us to the top of the round. Corporal Graves.
Am I still engaged with the one?
There's still a synth engaged with you.
I'm trying to...
When a creature mandatorily walks away from you, you do not expend an action. It's a free. It's considered a free attack. So you still have your quick action and your slow action. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just gonna attack him.
Okay. Give me an attack roll. This time, the synthetic doesn't have its ability to parry or anything.
Well, let's see. I got 3 successes, but I got a face hugger. They're a little panic.
Roll for your stress, please.
Okay. I get 2, which would be 5.
5.
So, yeah.
No problem. You're still keeping it together. So how many successes did you have?
2 or 3. 3 successes.
Okay.
But that would be
5 damage.
yes.
If you want to pump it all into damage, I'm assuming you do.
I think I do.
Yeah.
I feel like he's close, but I don't know.
All right. No, this is the one that was not hurt.
Well, I thought I hit both of them. Didn't I hit both?
No, you only hit one.
No,
it
he
was the
hit
same
one
one.
in the first attack, but then he hit the other with an opportunity attack when it flew. When it
No,
left to try
that
and
was
attack
the same one.
Oh, the same one.
It's
Okay.
heavily damaged. The one that jumped next to Dr. Bering is like on its last legs.
Well, then can it? Well, would it? No, never mind. It wouldn't count because I get 2 turns.
They get 2 turns.
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you want to do?
I pump it all in damage.
Okay.
I feel like he just has too many actions.
The resin armor on this thing is so good that you go to clip into this one, and this is the one that had that you saw originally that dropped from the ceiling. Apparently, it's more heavily reinforced, obviously, by this roll.
Mm-hmm.
You go to smack into it, and you clip it, and it looks like it absorbs the entire blow. No damage.
Yeah. Okay.
You still have your quick action if you want to try to get away, but if you do,
Yeah.
get an opportunity attack from you.
I use my quick action to hold.
You're just gonna stay. Okay.
Yeah.
No problem. That will then bring me to the synth's turn. The one next to Dr. Bering is going to grab Delgado, and it begins to climb up the generator, up into darkness. Quick action and slow action. He's just, and you
Nice
watch
telling
him
you,
as he gets into long range. He's up there somewhere. The other one is going to, let's see what it does. Since it's still next to Graves, it just took a hit. What is it going to prioritize here? I'm going to find out. The kill cascade. It's still next to you. It's not completely dumb, but it's also like this thing is not. All right, roll me another d6, Graves. We'll see if anybody's by you.
Another 2.
Another colonists. As it kind of like flips over you. It is going to attack you with its shocked spike. First, it's going to attack the colonist. One goes through, which is enough to just outright slay a colonist because they only have 3 health, and this thing does 3 damage. As it kind of like flips over you, one of its like tool arm becomes energized, and you watch as like this bizarre resin spike just spurts out of the like where the knuckle should be. And as it flips over you, it drives it into this colonist straight through the temple. And as it does, there's like an electric shock delivered, and you watch as the man's eyeballs explode out of his head, and you see these grisly burning sockets as he's instantly killed. And he looks like the remains of the smart gunner that you guys found earlier. As he slides off the spike, it's going to attack you now.
And defend myself.
Used both your actions already, so you cannot.
Well, I thought I didn't.
You did. You saved your quick action.
Yeah.
So you can. This will be opposed.
Okay. Got drive.
That was good. Good thought process. Good combat awareness there.
Ooh. That's 5 successes and a face hugger.
5 successes. Roll. Let's see
I
how
got
the stress
3.
goes. It's good. Good on stress.
That equals 6.
All right. With 5 successes, you can turn this. However, I've looked back at the rules for this. So I have 3 successes.
Mm-hmm.
So basically, your first 4 successes allow you to parry.
Okay.
And then you can put 1 more into damage.
That's fine.
Yeah, you don't get the full monster swing for the parry. I had to look that up. Easy.
But
Is what it is.
Defend myself. Yeah.
Yes. So that's 4 damage on a parry. I still get the armor here. Come on. This damn thing. God damn it. He takes it, but he doesn't take as much because the resin armor takes 1 less damage.
Right.
So let me do that real quick. So it takes 3. Put down that. All right, that is it for the synth's first turn. Dr. Berning, you're struggling underneath the corpse of a colonist.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's the one that we punched through. So I'm on the ground. It's on me.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a synth I thought was like climbing up, basically near me up the generator, right?
It's climbing up the generator straight up. You can look up and see it. Yes.
I'd like to. Is there any way I can shoulder this guy off me enough to? How far away from me is he?
He would be considered. So that goes from short. It would be medium range because it's at first it's short range, then medium range. Climbing.
Okay. I'd like to. Fuck, how many seconds have passed?
Not many.
How long is a round? Is it like 6 seconds or 10 seconds?
Well, in Alien, it gets a little
tricky. That's right.
It gets a little tricky.
It does.
It's not quite. It's not. This isn't D&D. This isn't 6-second rounds. Like it can be. It is what it is. We'll find out at the end of the round.
All right. Well, I'm gonna.
How much time has passed? I'll
gonna
say
try and get that corpse off. I'm listening.
So, what gun are you trying to use? Or if you're trying to use a gun?
The flamethrower.
Okay, you will hit Delgado with that if you use it.
Oh, he's a gunner. I mean,
it's up to you.
I guess I shouldn't condemn him so swiftly. I'll use the automatic rifle.
Okay.
The AK.
And that's the one that you already had kind of.
It's probably closer in hand. The other was more action packed.
Okay.
I think the flamethrower was around my back.
With that,
be technical.
It's going to cost your movement.
Okay.
Quick action to kind of like shove the body up and stand.
That's acceptable.
Kind of like And then, so your slow action, you can make a shot. Now you're shooting straight up into darkness. So you're going to be at this would be medium range, which is normally -1. Then this is going to be considered darkness, so that's -2. So you're at a -3 to this shot.
That's really rough.
I know.
Okay. Oh, I got 2 successes.
2 successes. No panic?
No, I rolled a 2 on my stress die.
No panic. All right. So, with that, Dr. Bering, you shoot up 2 successes. Do you want to put that all into damage, or do you want to use a stunt to do something?
Anyway, I don't know how far it is. Like, is Delgado gonna like crack his skull if he falls from the height?
So, it's a decent height. We'll see. We'll have to roll for it.
If I get Delgado, wait, isn't that thing very damaged though?
Yes, heavily.
Pump it all in the damage.
Okay.
Delgado.
It does have armor. So the AK-7 for you, that will be 3 damage, and I'm going to roll for armor to see how it does.
Wasn't each shot 3 damage, so it'd be 6?
No. It's just it does 2 base, and then you pumped 1 into extra damage.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
I'm a scientist.
Rolled nothing on his armor save, so he takes 3. However, it takes 2, but I gotta roll for something to see if this goes off. All right. Oh, you lucky son of a bitch.
Yes.
You
I am.
And as you do, the synth, you somehow miss Delgado, and you crack something through the resin. It was already heavily damaged as the smiling synth kind of like it crumples and then begins to fall back. Delgado's falling with it. Let's see how he does. That is going to be falling damage. Let me do that one real quick, because that is in here. I wasn't expecting falling damage immediately right out of the gate.
You're welcome.
Got my stuff right here. Not close combat. Not any talents either. I don't think it's on my normal sheet. It is not. I'm gonna have to find it in this book. Damn it! I know it's in here.
All right, I'm looking too.
All right, here we go. Conditions. Falling. Inflicts an amount of damage to you equal to the height of the fall divided by 2.
Oh man, it's a lot.
The height of the fall in meters. So let's see how many meters this was.
But he can use his mobility roll if he has any to reduce the damage.
Yeah, I don't know about that. We're gonna see how this goes.
And he does armor.
So well,
is there any water he can land in, perhaps, or maybe a feather bed?
So he is at 70 feet.
He's dead.
No, not necessarily. Let me do this real quick. So that's okay. That's 11 damage. It's a lot. There's no amount of mobility that is going to save him from not hitting 0. He falls, and we're going to make a roll. And we'll see how he does on the critical injury table. This could be it. As Delgado is falling, he's reaching out, and he grabs one of the nearby kind of like rafters that the sniper perch was kind of set on. He grabs it, and it kind of like stops him from falling for a second, and then he drops, not from quite as high a height, but as he drops, he hits hard on his side onto a piece of machinery right above you, Dr. Bering, and you hear the sickening crunch as all of his ribs are broken. crunch, and then he falls and splats next to you. Ah! He has suffered the same critical injury as Marshall Sweetman. He currently has fractured ribs. Or broken ribs, excuse me. -2 to all mobility and close combat rolls. But he's not dead. He's just kind of laying there, unable to move. And that is going to be your turn, Dr. Bering. One of the synths is down. It's now the remaining synth's turn. It's going to pivot, seeing what's going on. Need to roll to see if it is going to do anything about that. I can't do that one. Okay, I can do that one though. Okay, it's just going to go on the attack. It is going to... No, that's the Obraza override. Okay, he gets overridden. He's going to use his action. He's going to use his fast action to disengage, to retreat. And his slow action to leap next to Dr. Bering. And more importantly, the explosive device. That's all he can do for that turn. At the end of the round, let's see how many seconds have passed, Dr. Bering. I'm gonna roll d6. I'm gonna multiply it by 10. That's how many seconds have passed.
I hope you roll a 6.
So if I roll 6,
exciting.
This thing's about to go off.
That's fine. I'm ready to die every time we play.
30 seconds have passed, Dr. Bering.
Okay. Hopefully he can't disarm it in 30 seconds.
That's going to bring us to Graves. You are first in initiative here.
I guess I'm... I can't, like, grapple him, can I?
You can.
What would that look like?
You're going to have to move to him. And you make a close combat roll. You have to have stunts to be able to grapple. You have to have more than one success, and then you can grapple with it.
Okay.
I want both of you to bear this in mind. You're not sure how powerful that charge is. You reset it at a very pivotal point in this generator.
Yeah.
You're not sure what the blast radius is going to be, or how insane explosion is going to be. Delgado is incapacitated, cannot move, laying next to Dr. Bering.
Can I... Well, if that's the case, let me move up.
Okay.
Or if the god is close to me, wherever, I'm not sure what the layout is.
So they're within short range of you. You can move over to them with a quick action, and you're within now you're within like close range of Bering, the synth, and Delgado, as well as Ramirez. She would also be close by.
Ramirez is free though, correct?
She's free. Nothing's happened to her yet.
How many colonists are left? Are they all dead?
There are 2 colonists left.
Okay.
And I will say at the end of the round, let me see where they go. They're running towards.
They're mobile at least.
Yeah, they're mobile. They just had their hands tied.
Okay.
They're running, like screaming, belting, bloody murder. They're running towards where you guys entered, where the sentry gun is.
Okay. I'm gonna try to grab.
Wait! What? What did you say?
That's
Where are
where
they running to?
I'm gonna grab.
They're running towards where the sentry gun is. They saw you guys come in that way. That's where they're running.
Oh no!
So there's only 30 seconds left.
Only 30 seconds left.
I'm gonna grab Delgado with my clamp.
Okay.
Because he can't move, right?
He cannot move.
Okay, I'm gonna grab him with my clamp.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to move if I can. Just get out of there.
Okay.
Robot style.
Let me look at the slow actions here. I would consider this. So basically, you're using 2 fast actions to pick him up.
Yep.
Unfortunately, you just have the 2. So you move over to him, you grab Delgado and pick him up, on your next turn, you'll be able to flee with him.
Okay.
So that is going to be it for Graves.
Yep.
The synthetic, its turn. It is going to, on its first turn, I need to roll to make sure what it's, no, it's already going to be doing the imperative. What does it have for... It doesn't fucking have it, so I have to use Obraza's shit. But Obraza's not fully active right now. Okay. We're gonna do this. All right, wits. What's that? No, it's gonna be heavy machinery. All these dice. You had 2 successes to arm the charge, so it needs 3 successes to disarm it. It only gets 2. As it moves down to the device, and it says containment cascade. Disarm, as it's trying to disarm the explosive without setting it off, and it looks like it's having a hard time. Its resin-coated fingers are working against it at this point. It's having a hard time actually interacting with machinery that it easily would have been able to interact with in its previous function. That's it for its turn, which then brings us into Dr. Barron. Standing next to this creature?
Mm-hmm.
What would you like to do?
I guess since I'm now alone, since my colleague has left.
He's next to you as well. He can't leave yet.
Okay.
It looks like he's going to leave, but he hasn't left yet.
Am I like engagement range, or am I close enough? Do I have enough distance for ever to use I could pull a weapon out to try and attack this?
Well, you already have
Android.
your rifle out,
Mm-hmm.
and you're within like engagement range
Okay. So can I shoot a rifle in engagement range?
at a -3 penalty. Yes.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Okay. But the charge is in his hands, right? He's already removed it back from the generator, right?
He can't remove it. He's down there. He's trying to manipulate it.
Okay, I misunderstood it. All right.
No, he's trying to manipulate it. He can't. He didn't have enough successes to disarm it.
Can I shoot and then move, or
Yeah, you can.
I'm already because I'm standing. Oh, yeah, let me take a shot at him.
Give me a shot.
All right.
-3 dice for close range. It's a big rifle.
No, they have the big rifles. I have the 8. Oh shit! I got 2 successes. One of my stress tests.
Okay.
We'll let that ride because I don't have a lot of dice actually.
Okay. So do you want to stunt with that? Can
I knock this thing down or stun it? Is there any? I don't. It doesn't matter.
Its humanoid shape gives it enough to where you can kind of knock it down. You can make it drop things. You can kind of push it away. So you that's 2 damage. It has to roll for armor here. It deflects all of the incoming damage. However, you do knock it kind of away, so it has to move back to do anything to it. You kind of like unload, and then you're moving away. Are you moving like towards where you guys came in with the sentry?
No. We got to go through it because I got to put that data spike.
Okay, so you're moving into the next room to the core chamber.
That's where we have to go.
Okay, so
there's not an option.
So Graves, you watch as Baring kind of leaps over some railing and begins to move in that direction. You only get 1 zone away, so...
I'm going to shout her down. Isn't that Ramirez still there? Or
Ramirez is still there.
Yeah, I'm going to shout her like, come on, let's go. It's going to blow.
Okay.
Kind of obvious, but still. She might be stunned or something like that,
do something. She snapped herself out of it a minute ago, so she's okay. Next in the initiative is the synthetic. It's going to move over. It has to try to do this again. It needs 3 successes on this. Only gets one. It's struggling because it had to use its quick action to move back to it instead of giving it any advantages. And it's struggling trying to punch these numbers in. Ramirez is going to follow your lead, and she's going to leap and then run with you, Dr. Baring. She's shouting at the colonists, "No, not that way! This way!" You're losing. Yeah, they've completely lost their minds though, and so they're running. The other direction. All right. It's the end of the round. Now I get to roll a d6. On a 3-up, it's gonna go. As you planted the device, Dr. Baring, you're one zone away, along with Lila. Corporal Graves is standing next to this device. In his power armor, you see as the synthetic is trying to rapidly destabilize this blasting charge, Graves, and you watch as you see the timer, and you see it count down to 5, 4, and you instinctively turn your rig to try to keep your back towards the explosion as it detonates immediately. Boom! Let's see how much damage this is.
I'm also trying to shield Delgado a little bit.
I would assume so. Okay. I rolled a lot of dice. And the synthetic takes double because he's right next to it. He's exploded into pieces immediately. Just boom, blows all over the place. Blood and viscera would be there, except for the fireball that comes cascading out of it afterwards. Graves, you're looking at 5 damage coming into you.
He's got armor, right?
You have right now you have 9 points of armor. So let's see how lethal this explosion is.
Okay. There you go. 9 points. Okay, here you go. You got 3 successes.
Okay. Did you really?
Yeah.
You only take 2 points of damage, Graves. Does that put you at 0?
Nope. Still up.
Still up. Okay. How the fuck are you still up?
You gave me 3 damage.
Yes.
4. I had 7 health.
How do you have 7 health?
I'm a tough bastard.
Oh my god.
Tough.
Insane. Whatever.
Explosion.
Ridiculous. Insanity right there. Holy shit. It's Graves' turns, and just from being a tough bastard, apparently, grits his way through it as an explosion rocks around him. The power loader itself, somewhat damaged in this explosion. You take a couple steps. Fireball. Dr. Baring, you and Lila take, I round down, so 2 points of damage. Lila has no armor, so she just takes 2. So she's hurt, but she's not like...
How much? 6 points of armor for me?
You have 6 armor, yeah. Go ahead and roll that.
Oh, maybe.
What'd you do?
Oh, I'm hurt, but I mean, I'm still up. I might even be better than Graves. It's a glancing blow, man. Just like piece of shrapnel.
What did you took 1?
Here, maybe. Yeah, I
took 1. Okay. So how much health do you have left? 2? Okay.
I'm not as tough as him, but I did take,
what
is it? Not stoic, but one of my talents gave me extra health, so I have like 5 health.
Yeah. Okay, so you're like, but so you and Lila are kind of in the same boat right now, running. As that detonates, the machinery is becoming unstable in this room. You begin to run, both of you now, Graves, you sprinting into the next room, the Obraza core. Sprinting in there. As you sprint in, Dr. Barian, you hear and screams as the colonists make it past the sentry gun and are gunned down.
Well, they didn't make it past the sentry gun, actually.
Sure.
They made it to, but not past.
They made it to the sentry gun, and they are annihilated in the process.
More rations for us.
As you make it into the Obraza central core, let's go ahead and talk about what you see in there, because it's going to pump up the volume with what's happening here for some other individuals. Okay. All right. So, as you make it into the next section, I got to do this justice. Give me a second, because I just lost the main little spiel I had for it. Okay. Running into this, and I will say, like, you just kind of have Delgado just clutched in a hand. The passage into the Obraza core chamber feels less like entering a room and more like crossing a threshold that was never meant. The temperature drops sharply, not cold, seems regulated. Your breath begins to kind of like fog for a moment, then steadies as the chamber compensates, adjusting to you the way a living thing adjusts its posture. The chamber is vast and perfectly symmetrical, carved half from UPP industrial reinforcement and half from engineer architecture that defies scale and intention. Smooth black walls curve inward, intersected by ribs of alien material that glow faintly from within. Bioluminescent veins pulsing in slow, deliberate rhythms. At the center of the chamber hangs the core, suspended with a lattice of anti-grav braces and magnetic restraints. The Obraza core resembles a massive, faceted prism, grown rather than built. Its surface is obsidian black, yet translucent in places, revealing layers of shifting light beneath, data, thought, memory, cycling in complex harmonic patterns. Thin strands of resin coil around it like roots, feeding into both human-made conduits and engineer-grown interfaces. It's not quiet. There's a low, almost musical hum that fills the chamber. Not loud enough to be sound at first, but kind of like felt in the chest, like a vibration. In the teeth, in the back of your head. Pitch subtly changes as you move, as if the core is listening. Cables as thick as your arm run from the lattice into the walls, floors, and ceiling, branching endlessly. Some are human fiber optics and power lines, others are seamless black tendrils that disappear into engineer surfaces without seams or ports. This is not a surfer. This is a shackled mind. There are faint holographic glyphs drifting lazily around the core, UPP diagnostic layered over alien symbols that were never meant to be read by human eyes. Status indicator lights blink in muted amber. Cognitive node active, restricted. Preservation directive, priority alpha. External termination, not recommended. That's what you see. If you would like a detailed image of this, I sent you guys one.
Oh, yeah, it's
Obraza core.
Can I don't know if I have to do an observation check, I assume. Can we see what we need to access? Because I mean, there's still the timer of the coincided actions is counting down too. We need to figure out where we've got to put the spike in. So
I'm so glad that you brought that up, because I in fact gave you guys very detailed descriptions of what you needed to do previously. So you tell me what you need to do. If you don't remember,
I don't remember. I mean, I'm sorry, bro. I apologize.
if you don't remember, you
Yeah.
can.
It was a
roll
lot
for
of
it.
information you gave us, bro.
Yeah.
We can't write down
Often
all
what
that
I
shit.
do is I will
If you
rewatch
don't-
these to refresh my memory.
Well,
we're not
Too
gonna.
late for that.
It is too late.
You will have to roll for it. You're gonna have to make
Okay.
a wits roll,
Okay.
and each step of this process is going to get harder.
Okay.
So give me a wits roll, and we'll see what you remember. Ooh, hold please. You forgot something. You picked up the exact diagram schematics because you passed by the kill switch room.
I did get. They were like
data.
instructions,
And you
actually.
picked up the instructions because there were sets of these instructions in each area, and you guys managed to get those, where the other team didn't. So they're going to be shit out of luck here in a moment. But you guys have yours, so you don't have to roll for this. You know exactly what you need to do. The first step is to engage the manual isolation collar at the core's base. Now, as you move into this room, you see there's like this large mechanical collar at the base of the core. It's going to take some work to get up to it. Now, before you guys get into any of that, you're wounded. Ramirez is wounded. Delgado's on his last legs. Graves is probably looking a little fucked up as well. Do you guys want to take a minute to kind of like bring the stress down and try to like recoup some health? Or are you just going to go straight into this?
It doesn't look like we've got any adversaries here, and we still got a little bit of time before we've got to sync up our actions. Perhaps we should take a moment and just breathe and see if we can patch ourselves up just a touch. I've got some napkins.
How long does it take to heal? At least a little
So
bit.
every 10 minutes, you guys are going to reduce your stress by 1, and you heal 1 point of health.
Okay.
I mean, at least 10 minutes, I guess. See.
I don't really want to take
see
more
what
than
it's
that,
like, I
but
guess.
Yeah, we can do that, yeah. Because it would be nice to get Delgado from, like, Death's Door.
Okay.
I guess
10 minutes.
also we had synchronized kind of our time with the other
Yeah,
team.
that's what I'm concerned about.
So you have your radios. You haven't been contacted yet by the other team.
Okay. I guess we'll hold till the other team contacts
So 10
us.
minutes. 10 minutes of waiting. Do you
At
want,
least
do you
10
want to do more? Do you want to do more than 10?
Well, wait, I kind of like what Graves just said. I mean, what if we actually take a little bit longer, essentially wait for them to, they might be dead already. They could already be dead. We don't really know.
You do
But
no idea.
just to wait, because it works
Well,
here.
they're already dead, and
I mean,
we might as well wait the entire time.
Well, probably maybe give like
It's up to you.
a tap out, let them know like, hey, we're at our destination. Just contact us. Yeah, I'd like to just see if we can reach out, like send a little signal, let them
Okay.
know that we're at the point A, wink, wink, and
Point A.
kind of wait for them to be
Yeah,
at
of
point
course.
B, wink, wink, and rest.
All right. In that case, as you guys take a moment, you kind of sit down. Delgado gets up. A few minutes pass. 10 minutes pass. He's up to 1 point. The rest of you reduce your stress by 1. Get 1 point. 1 more point of health. That's how long your other crew waited outside of their chamber. And then they went in. Now, if you guys, you told me that you're going to be waiting for contacts. You're going to be waiting for them to contact you to tell you what they're doing.
Yeah,
So-
unless something else happens.
No, we're gonna contact them now to let them know that we're ready. Then contact when they're ready. We're not just gonna be like, oh,
Okay, well, that's why I'm
are they
asking,
called?
Well,
Let me wait by
because
the phone here.
depending on how you guys do this could depend on somebody might be behind the 8 ball trying to rush to catch up. So it's up to you guys how you want to maneuver this. If you want to start now, you might be starting early, and they might not make it quite in time. Like your synchronization is going to be kind of wonky. We'll see how this goes.
All right, maybe
You tell me what you're doing.
Grace, perhaps we should take our rest and then contact the other team to see where they're at. We won't
Okay, so
tell them
you-
we're here waiting for them because we don't want to place like any additional pressure on them. But I'm being silly right
Graves.
now. But it is something like, yeah. I'm basically.
Yeah, so Graves, you go to contact the other team. What do you say?
We've cleared this section. Ready to initiate the process whenever you are.
Ready to initiate the process whenever you are.
I respond with like gurgling blood.
Nope, you respond with nothing because
They're
you guys don't
dying,
get that
R2.
message yet. You guys don't get that message yet.
Feel like queue up?
Well, so we'll see how long it takes for them to do whatever. We're leaving engineering for now as we move over to R&D. And as we move over to R&D, we see our crew as you are within what would be considered normal range of Victor Hale as he stood up in front of the insane-looking alien lattice that is the Obraza backup, which I guess sent you a picture of that as well. The lattice is the weird glowing thing in the background, and the chamber that you passed through that had the large interactive chair that looked like somebody ripped their way out of it is that kind of chair up there, that little pedestal. But you guys are standing at the threshold of the cold storage chamber where the lattice is. When Delgado stood up with his resin-coated frame, you recognized like the cut of the little pieces of his suit and the mutated arm as you raised it in your direction. And that is a good place for us to take our first break.